in large mining. So we can imagine that only 30 people die in this region. So what are the other numbers from the other regions? So it's a lot of people that is really having a lot of problems when it comes to accidents, rockfall, and because the conditions of the mine are not good. Because the conditions of the mine, or because the lack of information, the lack of experience, or the lack of engineering are not allowing these people to have a good quality of life when they are working in the mines, in the underground mines.
I see. I think it's similar to Ghana. Ghana too, we don't know exactly the number, but people have done some research and they've come up with some numbers. And as at now, people are saying, 2 million, some are saying 1.5 million people. And Ghana, the population is about 30 million. But those active miners, like 1.5 or 2 million, they have dependents, right? They have wives, kids, girlfriends, boyfriends. They have extended family guys depending on them, uncles, grandma, and also the community in which they operate. People who sell the mechanics, the electricians, all these people, the money circulates, in that. So it's affecting a lot of people. My next question. In 9 of their operations, do they pollute the water bodies?
Yeah, so in my case, the mineral or the ore that they extract from the mine, they don't process it there in that region, in that mine. They just send it to another city and they do the metallurgical process or the extraction of the gold, because we are talking about gold mining, in another place. But let me tell you that my grandparents were artisanal miners, so I know.
Oh, your grandparents were artisanal miners?
Yeah, in Colombia.
And they use that to take care of your parents?
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm here. That's why I went to school.
Wow.
Because of my grandparents.
So you are who you are because of small scale mining, informal mining. Same happens to me. During my high school days, I used to pan gold.
Yeah, that's why every time I go to visit my grandparents to the forest or to the jungle where they used to live.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing them in the river with the pioneers.
Wow.
And especially a lot of women do this. So extract the gold.
Yeah, extracting gold.
Like a alluvial way to extract the gold from the rivers.
So we are who we are now because of small scale mining.
Sure.
Good. Anyway, that's great. That is Carolina actually she's Miss Carolina Navia. I'll find a husband for you in Ghana.
Oh my God, I really want to go. I want to.
You really want to go to Ghana? Oh man, I'll find a nice guy for you. Anyway, good interview. I think people are watching from all over the world. So you are everywhere now. YouTube, Facebook, everything. Before we go on, I would like to show you some videos about Ghana, how some... before we go, do you have Chinese guys all over the place doing small scale informal mining without license?
Wow.
No. I mean Peru and Colombia.
So really in Colombia we don't have that case. So it's really local people.
Local people.
So I never seen that case in Colombia. Not sure about Peru, but I know there are Peruvians or Colombians doing this type of extraction, but no foreigners, not from other countries.
So Chinese guys are not there in Colombia. What about Peru?
They have a lot of mining companies there. I mean, they don't have really a good reputation. Actually, I was working in a junior mining company in Colombia before coming to US, and now it's purchased for Chinese company, and I don't think people is kind of happy with that purchase. So, but yes, really, I never heard a case about foreign people going to the country and extract minerals there.
I see. I see. So it's strictly for the locals.
Yes,
The small scale.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we have in our constitution, in our mining laws and regulations in Ghana. But now Chinese people have taken over. I'll show you some videos today.
I don't think that's going to happen in Colombia.
It's terrible. No, because the locals will not agree. But in our case, the government will not allow you to prevent the Chinese guy from operating illegally in Ghana. It's very sad. That's why I'm here.
Wow.
It's very sad, my sister.
That's crazy.
Anyway, the producer, can you put the President Akufo-Addo's address to the, I think, the France president? Can you put that one? You know, our president goes out there and talk nicely. But in Ghana, real shit is happening in terms of our mineral resources. So watch this.
I hope that the comments I'm about to make will not offend the questioner too much and some people around here. I think there is a fundamental misstatement of the issue in the question. We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves, in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked, and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves. It is not right for a country like Ghana, 60 years after independence, to still have its health and education budgets being financed on the basis of the generosity and charity of European taxpayers. By now, we should be able to finance our basic needs ourselves. And if we're going to look at the next 60 years as a period of transition, a period whereby we can stand on our own feet, our perspective has not to be what the French taxpayer decides to do with whatever surpluses that they have in France. They're welcome. They're appreciated. Whatever interventions that the French taxpayer through their governments make to us are appreciated. We're not going to make a gift horse in the mouth. But this continent, with all that has happened, is still today the repository of at least 30% of the most important minerals of the world. It is a continent of vast, arable and fertile lands. It has the youngest population of any of the continents in the world. So it has the energy and the dynamism. We have seen it. These young men who are showing so much resilience and ingenuity in crossing the Sahara, finding ways to go across with rickety boats across the Mediterranean to really, those energies, we want to have those energies working inside our countries. And we're going to have those energies working in our countries if we begin to build systems that tell the young people of our country that their hopes, their opportunity are right here with us. Migration and the movement of people is being presented in a manner which suggests that somehow it's a new phenomenon. There's nothing new about it. It's as old as man, the movement of people. And it has always been linked to the same thing. The failure of where you are to provide you with an opportunity, so you move somewhere else. Those of you who are familiar with 19th century European history would know that the biggest wave of immigration in 19th century Europe, the latter part of it, came from Ireland and from Italy. Waves upon waves, generations of Italians and the Irish people left their countries to seek the American paradise, largely because Ireland was not working, Italy was not working. Today, you don't hear it. Italian young people are in Italy. Irish young people are in Ireland. We want young Africans to stay in Africa. And how are they? And it means that we have to get away from this mindset of dependence. This mindset about what can France do for us. France will do whatever it needs to do for its own sake. And when those coincide with ours, tant mieux, as the French people say. But our main responsibility as leaders, as citizens, is what we need to do to grow our own countries. What are the institutions that work, that would allow us to have good governance, to have accountable governance, to make sure that the monies that are placed at the disposal of leaders are used for the interests of the state and not for those of the leaders, to have systems that allow for accountability, that allow for diversity, that allow for people to be able to express themselves and contribute to fashioning the public will and the public interest. Our concern should be with what do we need to do in this 21st century to move Africa away from being cap in hand and begging for aid, for charity, for handouts. The African continent, when you look at its resources, should be giving monies to other places. We have huge wealth on this continent, in our own country of Ghana. And we need to have a mindset that says, we can do it. Others have done it. We can also do it. And once we have that mindset, we will see it as a liberating factor for ourselves. We keep talking about how it was that Koreans, Malaysians, Singaporeans, who got their independence at the same time as us. We're told of that at the time of Ghanaian independence, per capita Ghanaian income was higher than that of Korea. Today, Korea is part of the first world. So is Malaysia. So is Singapore. What happened? Why did they make that transition? And 60 years after independence, we are where we are. Those are the matters that should concern all of us as Africans, as Ghanaians. And not, when I say so with the greatest of respect to the French president, I think that the cooperation of France is something that I am, as you know, a strong friend of France. I am Francophile. So I don't have any difficulty with that. But I'm talking about our own propulsion, what we need to do to get our countries to work so that we can create the conditions that would allow our young people to forego this hazardous effort to get to Europe. They're not going there because they want to. They're going there because they don't believe they have any opportunities in our countries. So that should be our focus. And I believe that with that if we change that mindset of dependence, that mindset which is contingent on aid and charity, we would see that in the decades ahead of us, the full flowering of the African peoples will take place. And that new African personality that was talked about at the time of our independence will become real and imminent in our time. That's what I'm saying. I hope that I'm not upsetting the questioner or even some of my friends who are here. But these are my strongly held beliefs. And that is the reason why I've adopted as the slogan of my presidency, of my period of the Supreme Office of Ghana, that we want to build a Ghana beyond aid. A Ghana which is independent, which is self-sufficient, that is capable of standing on its own feet and building its own life. We can do it if we have the correct mindset to do so. Mr. President, those are my contributions.
Si vous aviez besoin d'avoir la preuve qu'une nouvelle génération de leaders en Afrique croit dans une nouvelle histoire pour l'avenir et la jeunesse, vous venez de la voir. Pour ceux qui pensaient que ce n'était que les mots d'un président français parlant de l'Afrique. Il y a des leaders en Afrique qui veulent une nouvelle relation, qui veulent un avenir pour leur jeunesse dans leur pays, dans leur continent, qui le veulent parce que c'est ce qu'ils veulent écrire. Donc merci pour cela.
So, no, we'll be here forever. We'll be here forever. He has a lot of
Right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't create an environment that will drive our young men away, right? Okay, Now, I'm telling you, as at now, we have Ghanaians who are into small-scale mining. They have the license, but they block them from operating. But we have Chinese guys who are not supposed to work small-scale operations in Ghana. They are rather operating, and our men are at home.
Wow.
And they have polluted all our water bodies. I went to Washington, D.C. to ask our senior minister, why are they arresting
The Ghanaians.
the Ghanaians, putting them to jail, but they arrest the Chinese guys, they leave them. Can you imagine a lady who degraded our environment, polluted our water bodies, everything? She spoiled everything. She was arrested, and then she was just repatriated without facing the law. But as I'm talking to you now, we have hundreds of Ghanaians who are into our prison for operating illegally. Why should it happen? They've polluted our water bodies. See the way the president talked nicely?
Yeah.
The president went to South Africa, and then the president declared to the whole world that our water bodies are clean, they have been restored, and we have fishes swimming in the water bodies. Meanwhile, it's not true. So I went to Ghana. I'll show you a video. I went to Ghana. I drove to the place called Ankobra. You mentioned River Ankobra. I went to River Ankobra and I took a live video.
2019, at the start of 2019, after the ban had been lifted on the Galamsey, he had a world stage to speak to the world, and how hopeful, how happy, how excited he was about how much we had conquered in the fight against Galamsey. And after you listen to him, you'll hear a campaigner against Galamsey, Solomon Owusu, very popular now because of the questions he had put to Osafo Mafu and the rest that drew a lot of attention, also trying to subject some of what the president has said to the world to scrutiny.
It has become a large-scale and dangerous operation that has reduced our lands and water bodies to sad spectacles, mainly as a result of the introduction of sophisticated equipment and machinery into the field by foreign-controlled criminal syndicates. In Ghana, we moved to address this issue by initially placing a 2-year ban on small-scale mining upon my assumption of office in January 2017, in order to fashion and implement policies on how to sanitize the sector and ensure that in future, small-scale mining would not damage our environment. We had to train some of the small-scale miners in responsible mining and find alternative livelihood resources for others who were engaged in illegal mining. Our efforts have begun to yield dividends. Some of the heavily polluted rivers are showing signs of being restored to health. And recently, there was a lot of excitement. Fish were seen again in one of the most famous rivers of our country, the Ankobra River, after many years of turbidity. We are determined to strengthen the regulatory framework for mining so that illegal mining, i.e. Galamsey, does not reappear.
Fellow Ghanaians, my name is Solomon Owusu from Denver, Colorado, United States. But I'm in Prestia now, Prestia, western region of Ghana. This river is River Ankobra. This is the river in Prestia that Nana Akufo-Addo went to South Africa and lied to the whole world that this river has been restored and we have fishes swimming in the river. Can fishes live in this river? Fellow Ghanaians, this is River Ankobra. He mentioned it. River Ankobra has been restored. This is River Ankobra in Prestia.
All right. So last week, if you followed, and I have no doubt that you would follow.
So now, the president You see that he lied to the whole world
Yeah,
that there are fishes.
I didn't see
You didn't see any fishes,
any fish there.
polluted water, but he lied to the whole world in South Africa. That is the sort of leadership we have in our country. Very horrible. And you know, these Chinese guys, they are everywhere. And you have chiefs, politicians behind them. But our laws don't permit the Chinese guys to operate in a small scale operations in Ghana. Now you find them everywhere. I'm coming to show some videos for you to see that our senior minister said the Chinese woman that we arrested and we just repatriated her, if we had jailed her, it would not solve our economic problem. Meaning, the loans that they are taking from China, I think they have some bond that they sign that they shouldn't put any Chinese person to jail. They shouldn't put any Chinese to prison. And what he said is exactly because we've been arresting hundreds of Chinese guys and we leave them to go scot-free. They go off the hook. Producer, can you put Mr. Osaf Mafo's video from Washington, D.C. for people to watch? It's horrible. Meanwhile, Ghanaians are in jail. Very horrible.
Very good relationship with China. They're the main company that is helping develop the infrastructure system in Ghana. Is Sino Hydro. It's a Chinese company. It's the one that's going to help process our bauxite and provide about $2 billion to us. So when there are these kind of arrangements, there are other things behind the scenes. Putting that lady in jail in Ghana is not going to solve your economic problems. It's not going to make you happy or me happy. That's not important. The most important thing that is being imported out of Ghana. So we must say it's not wrong. I'm saying that there are many other things beyond what you see in these matters. And everybody is wide awake. The most important thing is that we have planned this, we have established regulations, and we are protecting our environment. And that is far more important than one Chinese woman who has been This one is about database. We have special departments.
Yeah, so you heard it. Putting that Chinese lady in jail would not solve our economic problems. What economic problem? And there were some things behind the scenes that we shouldn't know. Only the leaders should know. My sister, that is the sort of country we live in. Meanwhile, they asked the Chinese ambassador whether they have a hand in what is happening, the alarming rate of degradations going on in our country. And the Chinese ambassador said, no Chinese guy knows our forest. Our own people lead them. Who are the people? The politician. I cannot take anybody there. I'll be arrested. Why are some people arrested, but some people are behind the Chinese guys, but they are, working freely? Who are those people? The politicians, the chiefs, and some opinion leaders. Producer, can you put the Chinese ambassador's video there for me? The Chinese ambassador who denied that their government had a hand in it. But we have over 60,000 Chinese guys in Ghana operating illegally. Very horrible.
Wow.
Very horrible.
These people don't know, don't control your money. We are not the owners. Chinese people don't know where there is gold. If you don't issue visas to Chinese people cannot enter into your country. They don't know where is the money. They cannot able to enter your country. How could we be able to do galamsey in your country. Why? The question should be answered. Why? That is the support of the local
people. Producer, it's okay. So now, you heard the Chinese ambassador. Now the problem is, who are the people behind that? Do you have, is your small-scale mining operations creating jobs for the local people? I mean, lucrative jobs for the people, the local people?
So, I mean, when these miners are working in those mines, I think the money that they make with that is only for the daily, is for the living, right?
Yeah.
Though I don't think they're gonna be rich working as a
but at least
underground
put food
mines.
on their table.
And that's the important thing, that every day they have the bread on the table, and because of that they risk their lives in those underground tunnels, right? Maybe who is the one who is gonna make money? Maybe the owner of the mine, right? But these miners,
but they pay them.
They pay
and
them,
they depend on what they do.
and depends also in what you find, right?
What you find, yeah.
What you find, what you mine. So really, this is a big social problem, because my expertise is especially I'm trying to see how I can mitigate rockfall in those underground mines, because I want quality for those miners. I want these people have a good quality of life and they don't risk their lives. So the idea that I'm doing is trying to have like a system for rockfall risk, trying to prevent those accidents and trying to make their life better, improve the way how they work, the way that they operate those mines. So this is very, when it's illegal mining, so it's very lucrative, but anyways, risking their lives. And when we talk about the environmental part, so you know that sometimes they use the mercury instead of cyanide.
Yeah.
So why mercury? So mercury is cheap, it's easy to find. So that's how they separate the gold, right? To extract the gold. So they wash all of that in the rivers, and you don't know the huge environmental impact that this metal or this type of mercury affect the environment. So the water bodies, the lakes, the rivers where they operate. Unfortunately, they don't have no money to buy the cyanide, they don't have the practices, they don't have the training, they don't have the engineering, they don't have the technology, so they have to go for the cheaper things, the easy things, and that's how, unfortunately, this is happening.
I see. So, in line of their operations, they somehow pollute the water bodies with mercury. Is the government doing anything to address that problem?
So my case in Peru, I mean, this unfortunately is not going to be solved now, overnight.
It takes time.
It takes time, of course. This is really a huge problem. A lot of people depend on that.
Yeah.
So, but at least if we can apport something or improve something, that's great, right? But I see, and in the program that I'm working right now in Peru, so we want sustainable mining. We want to take care of the environment. We want to take care of the lives of those miners. We want to make them have a good quality of life. So
before you continue, if you say sustainable mining, what do you mean?
When we talk about sustainable mining, I'm talking like a balance or like a synergy between the technical, the economical, the environmental, and the social.
Sure.
So these projects, large scale mining, small scale mining, they need to be together. We need to work together with the government, with the people, and with the company. Everybody is going to take benefit from each other and having good practices so we can be successful in our project. We need mining. We need the mining. We need mining for everything.
Yeah.
These computers, this phone, for everything we need mining.
From mining.
So
even the speakers, everything.
While we are here, we need the mining. So what is the way to approach this? Trying to make it better, improve it, sustainable, and trying to help each other, right? And everybody can be successful.
Sure. Thank you so much. You know the reason why I asked about sustainable mining, and you've described it, you've explained it. I mean, everything is clear. That is what our government plan to do. Sustainable mining. Actually, the president, had a vision, and the vision was to make sure we institute sustainable mining into our operations so that the small-scale miners will operate in an environmentally friendly manner.
Yeah.
The government will get taxes, the local community will get taxes, and it will create jobs for the people.
Yeah.
Because small-scale mining, you don't need certificates to do it, right? You don't need certificate. You only need few technical people who can identify the ore and then help them to mine, chase the mineral and get it gold.
Sure.
Like, the large-scale mining. But you know something? The people that the president appointed to ensure that the dreams come through. Disappointment. Why am I saying it? As at now, they say they are doing community mining, which we don't need the Chinese. But the Chinese guys are still involved in the community mining. It is happening now in my hometown of Wasi, and I'll play some videos for people to see. I have videos, I have information about that. And it started during this coronavirus period, COVID-19, about a month and a half ago, that they started a fresh operation from somewhere. It's serious. So you know something? Producer, can you put the video that some people were in cocoa farm before the excavators? Yeah, mining the cocoa farm. If I say cocoa, you know cocoa, the one that we get Milo chocolate from.
Yeah.
God. Someone's big farm.
It's evil. Cocoa ya yekan. Enuni. So cocoa yini. Anti mesa bisa say Ghana cocoa no. Cocoa no enka Ghana japade ho ana. Some we cocoa fo ye da he a ha nyina ye maame no cocoa. De mu say wo bu cocoa no. Ni die nini. Na obi firi ni mam na oba be say ye japade sei. Ghana penifo eya pa eya kojan yi bi na omudi abobo kokoo yi mu kokoo fo da ha na ai kokoo fo kutuo sa wo hwe a kojan yi bi ni obi kokoo ho no mo na se wo ba be mu adwuma nti etiefo nti untimi kura enka nche ne se bia bibi se ne be na ha no mo ye hu ya ne se omode de nyina babobom ke se omotimi nti no on pese omotena yeso koku ya meka wa se mijimi enu aso na da hai jimi nsuo yi ni se nsuo wo yi na eji ai na dam omro surprise eji nsuo yi ni jimi nsuo yi ni se mo hwe nsuo yi the way a eni city a enu a na kuafo ye ba ha no nyina yesa binom esa de bigu ye noba yeso nsuo yi ni nese bi hu se nsuo wo nyina aseye a etiefo mo amunya ji sa asem we na mibisa se community mining ye no koku ase ana ase ye no wo nsutene ho koku ya meka wa asem enu ani eni koku no ni nsuo no te koku no kura egu nsuo na no wo de meka ne sa koku no gu nsuo na no so ho ye maame na meka na asem wo de no koku na ase ni bi abopa omado na no pe ya omado na no pe ya etiefo mo hwe adon nipa no do ye na eni nipa na do na ha no sei no enti ye maame a ye hu no ho do mu na se wo gi se adwuma we na obi fini mam na so oba betu Ghana japade sei abu a ne mpanifo ye koya na se ye bai One Chinese no one of in my moon. Our Baba said Japade, when for your seramu. Mumayamwa. Baby, I'm a mina. Jimina dahi. And I'm saying, work a kawanunti. Jimini. And I'm had Musi. Jimina and I'm hey.
Nti wa nkasa wa ba begina he ya de kantro nti wo na oba ka nokure nti wa nkasa wa ba gina ha kakre kra no adwuma nko amunya start ye nti wo ba ye nti dia de na wa nkasa wa de wagu no
ya wura no ma afen
yes ya mpene sai ntro ne
ya wura do kan na gina ho
wo mo na ese se awura ana yeso se ekoko nti wo de kakre ya wa ba gu ntro ne etwa africa onya hu bari o mo ne jenja
Okay.
Mama bacho wo bodi na wakasa ma.
Mama ya. Na mesramo adiefu amutie mi. Mesramo be busu nyeni. Ani e tete sakabia ke bi su ensuo dimi ani ensuo rafo ni. Na be bu etietie mu a e se China fo, abibifo, ani abofo no. Na eye dem se e wo ho. Na ye kura pani a oda ya no eye kura kapani ni no. Wo se ye nya botre. Eti wo ko disi oba na e Faustina amisa no ho. No ko e no ko busa no. No ko busa no wo se ai wasan. Wasan se galamsefo no omunya dwuma
Disi oba na se wasan
eti galamsefo no anya dwuma fine eti wakasa no ana papa mbaye bobo ya manye eti mi srampanimfo se na mi tiwo mu sesia mi tiwo mi ye kunani mi banzo so ekunu so awu ni mi kuta nkransia mi banzo so kuta nkransia ni nyina adam so afukura ya na me hwe ye sra Nana Kufuado, any ministers. Oh, Yamwa, no more boy, no more from China for my yen. Near she near your fool, near she found Shaye, yet ye ma, and ye none animal. And I made a threat.
Okay, Mamma but also as I'm saying we found.
Listen to me Abasiwa,
which is 63 years. Hey, Mamma, I don't offer.
Na for him what ensure any as ensure dimi any rapone ni ensure awo sa ayekoko aso ho oton asase won betugu a sesi abrewa edi beduma biemu na me betima ye
na ma so mo ka so mo to mo ko
minyakunani ni kunawu
okay
baye mfie dum
okay
okwo ya na hwam kakra kakra
okay
ya kwa mfie on ma asema onye ne kan se ono na aton asase no Waton say galamsefo na me modu
okay
galamsefo no so ahia ye no abibifo na ba ye no ba ko wo mu wo se ono ogina dis ba ne no
so no gina dis yo ba ne ni e ma fotinemi sa na ni
ya ibisa ye se wo so wo mi gina ne afa so ya Kufuado
so ya Kufuado
Waya president.
Okay. Na me pacho na unu me Kufuado de.
Kufuado o ka sa akwa me mhye.
Uye mhye wa mpa.
Kufuado kire se ni hu no fili de.
Okay.
Ni me hu no TV so ne sa no tie.
Unwo me Kufuado TV so.
Ana
hu ni fili da. Eto ka so ye Kufuado na we ma hye.
Na me ma hye.
Oh okay.
Ni me se
Obwa okay.
Wano so akasa obi nkabi.
Waso no kasa adansema mu obi nkabi. Oh okay. Na za papa na friend say. Za papa na friend say.
J furniture.
Oh J furniture which is kind of presiding member no. Oh okay.
Na oba abrewa ti se me na mo ba betukoko. Okay. Betukoko na mi fabra wai. Ti mi sra Ghana mpanifo. Ani Kufuado. Asankwaro wona ma samre ma babia asase wona so samre ma
okay
e so say
okay
yes say you japade
okay na mbacho mama me bana mama mo asamre ba mo kokko doc e kan say mu MP amane
ai MP ni kura wa sign.
MP ni so ono so assign. MP ni your friend say.
Your friend Dr. Boache.
Dr. Boache. Oh okay. Enti asame ne ba no sisi ade na mo pesa aban ye boa mo.
Dia ye pesa aban ye boa en say on pangalam safe no. Every sabia no so. Nsuo gimi ene nsuo rapo nsuo oni ya. Won pam wo mu firi wo ne ye fa agudie. Ne fa nye yaduma.
Okay. Na mama e o mo ka so mama musika sen.
Almost say, almost 15 million.
Okay.
Almost 15 million.
Okay, 50 million, which is 1,500 series. 1,500 series. Okay, it's 50 million. It is scar 50 million. Okay, now that's kind of mommy. Now go on a tomb back saying.
A tomb back 5 million.
5 million.
And 150.
Okay. 515 cities. Okay, and almost cocoa in your mama 50 million. Okay. Mama now also send us Uka found.
So you can say cocoa no one can make 15 million.
Okay.
Now 50 million. The money nana. Now say me dey eka enaya. Sika say na ebesun. Nti bisira Ghana ban ene Ghana penfo se omo fe na si fom nye mpamo China fo no omo nye fidie kura nturo ye kura ye kofom kura ya yesuro
musuro emda ta be gu epomu o
yesuro afa entiti esa tetene se wo mo sie betu ska na ye pe enipa
na ya
enipa na dia ye ho pabrewa
okay
no ma esa pe akwala wanya nsie du school ni
okay
eti amaye timi kwafuo mkura
okay
mesome na mi yo na mi kwafuo mu de bia mesuru gudem eti esre Ghana penfo ni akufo ado nana adawoma wanye emmoama ya no pam kwafo ni furo mai o manaju kura ni egusu yeju
ara wo sem mami na yale na aba no watene nkan ye
Martin, I said from Colombia.
Colombia. Mami, coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Hey, mami, okay. Mami, ti yade ne se na oni mu fa ho. Se o se mbrante be gu pomo na mami se na oni mu yade ne fa ho.
Yale no se ye kirekire mu a. Etawa. Ene ye nyame amemu a ubewu. Na wo mo sa ehono sat no so no omo kasa no aye second to bi eso kasa bi na omo kasa
omo nya Ghana for mo show omo nya Ghana for but omo ye mukala na tese mukala na
omo ye tuntum
okay bisu jeje nti ma me ba sara ni mia no nkwafo no ma adwen se de mo keni mia mo ntie okay
ya ka
na mabobo asim mpanyifo amane de
ya bobo asim mpanyifo amane de latest akoma ma bobo asim mpanyifo DC ya ma DC ni bi ya ma police panini bi ya ma vanguard fo bi chese mpanyifo wa agric fo no anso yakoma omu bi anso de tia na tia obakwa no mo ye aduma kukukukuku omo ye sei ti esrem mpanyifo Ghana mpanyifo ya se omo ani die yes so mo ya hinewa na na gufu ado yes no na wo mo aye mo se nso no mo ye adwuma ankasa mo ye adwuma okay ni asasi adansema mu ha ya obo ase patom ha
okay
ya asasi aka no
ene se nsuo no
ene nsuo no ene asasi no ho de nya dwane kaka die ede ba na sesi a nsuo eno na mati fo de ye adwuma eno na ejisi What's for the age, man? I know any about for ya, no. Nsuo no babo nsikesi no nsikesi no kan wanso.
Okay.
Na nsuo no nsiketwa no babo kesi ma na kesi no so ba.
Na mama yenya ne ntiase yenya ne ntiase e kan sen mpemfo se omo twia mo kan ye no kwa na se enya no kle.
Yenti jete ye bo omo kro nnimu yen.
Omo nnimu
yen yensuo nnimu wo mo.
Okay, nice.
Omo fa kapreka omo pani yen hia ne omo ni aka.
Okay, nse se ade na amama bohu ntia mutimu nko efum.
Se media de amama bohu na ya na be na otwe miense na minsi afuom ne se na me wo mafom wa na me hu mnantie mienu no mu kuta tuo tentene o mo se fe tiabo frɛ e kuta wo mo na ba ko so kuta branta e na ba ko so kuta ba bi wasensen te se de bɔ golof no ana o mo ba ho to mo ba ye no na me so me bɔ mi koko eti do mo ba me so na me se na mo pɛde o mo se ma me o wukunu wei ana me se me kunu de woni ha ana o se o ke hia wukunu ana me se ene me sister kunu wa ha ana me ne kwa nso me ne kwa me sister kunu no osa ekọ ba be foforo eti de omo kan se ene e san te de ye ko ne da foforo
sa galam sefo no bi na bemre mo me sa de
am bobo sample
omo bo sample okay ye ma me mo ya beda mase na je mo de e bless me ne sa baba mo nchen nti ya da mase pa
yan se da mase ne yesra mo aye mo aye pa
na fofo de de ye bi se obeye okatachie yesra na da wroma
obrempon
okay
yesra mo oni umpanimfo a mo tena dwom yesra mo
na yesra de oboase asankore amani hu pa ne hu mo pabrewa asa pestu ni akwala onya 10 years na mo de na bia adwuma no
okay da masema me ya beba mo nchen e blensem okay
da mase
ni di
on our local parlance we call it tree. Tree. I say tree.
Tree. How is this? I have no idea.
Say tree.
Free.
Okay, so this is what happened. The two women, they have cocoa farm. I think they have it together or separate. I don't know much about it. I think, yeah, 2 different farms. And the Chinese guys and some Ghanaians together just invaded in their farms, started constructing roads, putting red band, exploration, we put red band to know where we do the catlands, right?
Okay.
So that you know where to chase the ore. We cut the lines and then we do cross cuts and mine across. So they put the red bands, they started constructing roads, and you saw the confusion there as they were constructing the road. And they started mining. The mining pictures will come next week. It's sad that they didn't even inform the women. And that's why the women were pleading to the public and the president. The public and the president to come to their aid and address the problem. You know something? They mentioned the municipal chief executive. Here we say the mayor. The mayor had signed for the Chinese and the Ghanaians. Oh, let's do some. Oh, no. COVID-19. And they also mentioned the member of parliament. Here is congressman. So the congressman is aware. The mayor is aware. Yes, you are surprised.
But no one does anything, right? About the problem.
No, like they had signed for the Chinese and the Ghanaians to go and operate illegal mining there without the knowledge of the women. The farm owners didn't know. And I interviewed the woman, and the woman mentioned, I think 1 hour before this program, I interviewed one of the women. I think, no, both of them separately. And the woman, according to the woman, the chief of Kwabrakwa, now let me come to my local language here. The chief of Kwabrakwa in Obuasi, this matter is from Obuasi, just one place. And we have a lot of places that this is happening. So chief of Kwabrakwa, called Nana Seche, I'm coming to your office. I will send people to your office. Can you give land to Chinese to operate community mining? Is it Chinese community mining or Ghanaian community mining? Nana Seche. Chinese operating community mining. Is that what the module is talking about? According to the government, it's for the people, the local people. But now, Nana Sechere, chief of Kwabnakwa in Obuasi, has given the land to the Chinese and some Ghanaians. According to the woman, the chief executive officer, district chief executive officer, Madam Faustina Emisa, is involved in this. She signed. And the chief's son, called Kwame Ajay, involved. The member of parliament, the congressman for the area, Dr. Patrick Boachi Yado, my good friend. He's my good friend. Dr. Patrick Boachi is my good friend. According to the woman, he has knowledge about what is going on. Actually, I had a personal conversation with Dr. Boachi, and he denied. According to him, it is the assembly headed by the district chief executive. She is involved. President Akufo-Addo, I'm telling you today, send your people to Obuasi, my hometown. It is happening live. Asonkore, Akaporuso, behind Abusko School. Jimiso, Eduaniede, Diewoso, Ayase, go there and see proper galamsey. Your government officials are involved. This is horrible, President Akufo-Addo. That is why this program is called Good Evening, Mr. President. You are asleep. You are sleeping on your job. I'm telling you, Mr. President. You are sleeping on your job. You banned these small-scale miners for 2 years. That you are bringing in a system, a model that will allow them to operate in an environmentally friendly manner. Go and see the water bodies there. The community mining. Did you ask them to do it in people's cocoa farms? Just invade in people's cocoa farms without their knowledge? According to the women, they depend on the cocoa for their living. The Chinese guys and the Ghanaians invaded there without their knowledge. Is that the community man that you are bringing in Ghana? This is horrible. According to the woman, the chief of Kwabnakwa, who oversees the lands in Asonkore, Kwabrakwa, there's another Mampamwe. Go to Mampamwe and see the Chinese people there. Go to a song called Jimiso, you will see the Chinese people there. This is horrible. You said community mining for the community people. Are Chinese people part of the community, Mr. President? President Akufo-Addo, I'm talking to you now. All because, according to Osafo, they are solving an economic problem. Do you know how much they are gaining from the galamsey they are operating in Ghana? We didn't vote for you for this. You can't take the people's jobs and give it to foreigners. And you go and tell the French president, right? He said, we want our people to have what. He says so many things. But you are doing rather the opposite. You are doing the opposite, direct opposite of what you go to the world to say. That's why I brought this woman here to see things for herself. And the shit going on in our country, Ghana, because of greediness, selfishness, and the stupidity on the part of our leaders. How can a chief, a whole chief of Kwabnakwa, that fucking chief should be arrested now? According to the woman, they confronted the chief, and the chief said, this is my land. The water bodies are mine. I have sold it to the Chinese guys to work. This is bullshit. Does he want any land? Is he God? Is he the president? So the chiefs are involved in the Galamsey going on because of the little money that you get from the Chinese guys. Do you know how much the Chinese guys are exporting to their country? Then we go back there and beg them for money, for loan. This is a stupid chief. I will call him this week. I will call him this week, and if possible, report him to the police. You are a chief. You are selling your land, even somebody's cocoa farm, to a Chinese to operate Galamsey. And you have the guts to tell the woman that this is my land, I've given to them. Have you even compensated the woman? The two women, have you compensated them? This is the kind of shithole country that people live in. Thank God, my President Trump, you said it. You hit it, the nail right on the head. If a chief, if a DCE, if an MP can be involved, for the MP, I don't know, because he has denied. And for now, I will say, let's take him out. It's not that because he's my friend, but I have text message with him that he denied, and he said it is the assembly. He was specific, it's the assembly, headed by Mrs. Faustina Emisa, the DC of Obuasi East, President Akufo-Addo. This woman should be fired right away. Right away. What sort of bullshit is this? How can we improve? How can we move forward? And we have people at the Jubilee House who are involved. My next video, because this woman is tired, we will show one more video and then I'll continue my fire. I have a video. Can you imagine? They arrested illegal miners. They seized over 500 excavators, the excavators that you saw, and they all got missing. How can excavator get missing? Tell me. Do you have any idea how? I mean, does it fly? No. 500 excavators. And then the president appointed somebody to search for the excavators. He went to one of the fields. He saw one of the missing excavators working, not knowing those who seized the excavators gave the excavators back to them to work. And they came to lie to the public that the excavators had been missing. So the guy went there, and then, you know, they were exchanging words. No, my boss gave it. Then they said, I'm calling the Jubilee, and the Jubilee has the presidency. They mentioned the president top security head, Captain Koda. Captain Koda, they mentioned Captain Koda's name in the video. We will show the video now. That they were calling Captain Koda. He is aware that the missing excavators were working at the site. Producer, Tatu Mami. Everybody will see Philly, Captain Koda, and some other president top security head. They mention his name.
Abejaku a won na wo hwe ama excavators ya ayire wonsa ebetumi aka no okiremu se wo bre ye pa yie ansa na faakum bi anipa bi de excavators yi akohyehe de ye galamsey yi bi ewo ho no wonsa etumi aka wo se enioma nyina eda na di pefe se excavators ya ayire yira no ya de a waton de ama nipaku bi a won so de ahai afoforo ama wo de eye galamsey na wona na ebi ewo wonsem no enya de wo de enipa wo de mfidie no ema won ne ho nsem nyina atudwa na emom no okiremu se eyamanyo company fo bi a etete enkran ena ede sa excavators no ema wonum edin bi a wo de atudwa no enie.
What's the site in your wine site? I'm a fast site. Machine no. Machine no munya no way. I'm a farm machine. Nimi enu nyina. Ene ka che me fa se machine nya ne dia ni wura ba be fa. Why?
Yeah, bro. Fine. I'll be in Patrick.
Why na machine here ni?
But the new papa no manager, the papa man ba.
O papa ni why?
O papa no come here support.
As a watcher, and why manager to machine way. Okay, machine we new running unimno. Be who need your friend say.
But your friend Madam Kukia.
Madam why?
Kukia.
Okay.
A machine a buying a G. A day as I be deal.
I'm not in Wahina as I be deal.
Number 5 nigga who knew him to go home.
What is number 5? Who's the number 5? But who's the number 5?
The patch Charles number no ever see me, Miss Row. Charles number no one me list mu. Machine no, magic, me the aviation. Who wants them can Fabra, Nebra me and can want them.
Ekodu baabi no enipa ne bi a excavators ye won dia efre abedwakuo no ewo mobile phone yi bi eso edito won anim se wogina aprem na hyebedwa akonwa ewo NPP amanokuo no edimu ne senti no won hwese woni won enni ewo okwan bi so a ebenya nsunsuanso ewo won so Raymond Abedu ekasa enipa yi eho
Honorable Raymond Abedu. Okay. The owner of the machine. Honorable, I beg you don't implicate yourself. The machine doesn't belong to you. Yes. All right, if the machine belongs to you, okay, I don't have a problem with that. Meet me in at Accra. I'm bringing the machine to Accra. So meet me there with all your necessary documents.
So how do I look?
Come again.
I wanted to call Kasikoda direct.
I don't care about who you call, but I'm telling you that bring your documents to Accra. That's it.
Say nipa mienu enso e de beto abedwakuo no anim se won ene oye dwamtenani ene afi opani a woda ahobambo ano e de ma NPP amanyokuo no ewo akwati abato mpeso ano eso ne se enti no wode to mpanimfo nim se excavators yanka wode kono mema wonfa enko.
Tell him and watch him. As security coordinator, and you are supposed to even help us. You are rather here. I mean,
ask me what I did. What I did is stop. You talk to them. You don't know. You don't know what happened here. You don't know what happened here.
No. Listen, I am the commander. I'm saying that.
Yes, that's what I told them.
Openi ono ene da bedwakuo a wo hwe agege excavators yi ano na ya obuadu enso editudwa senya de asa enioma nipa bi eye no ebebe won pusa ewo ondwumadi a wodie no ehu
Nana Danko Akufuado, His Excellency, abroad na konwa eto so no wan kase obi odo no na konwa kase na eto so enti no se wo ye party chairman wo ye MP wo ye minister wo ye hwan a Nana Danko Akufuado si entu galamsey ase na no ne ebe ye ho adwuma.
That's it. This guy he was responsible for retrieving the missing excavators. And then, like I said, when he went to the site, the guys were complaining that those at the presidency, they gave the excavators, the missing excavators, back to them. Yes, they gave it back to them. So you can imagine, are we fighting it or we are encouraging it? Now, my last question for you before you go. The small scale mining in Peru, how many jobs do you think is creating? The small scale mining as an industry. Do you have any idea? Hundreds and thousands?
Really, it's no exactly number, but
no problem, but it's creating jobs for the people.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Really, it's not enough, right? It's not enough. It's not enough. It's dangerous. It should be better. Another way to creating jobs. It can be, of course, with small scale mining, but trying to make this environment improved better. But of course, the jobs are gonna be there. A lot of people survive because of this small scale mining.
Sure.
That's good. We're not going to end that. I think that's gonna last for a long time. Peru, Colombia have been mining countries for a long time ago.
Yeah.
Since the indigenous, they started extracting minerals from the earth. So that's good because at least people have something work on it, and at least they are bringing the daily bread to their families, and that's how those people survive. That's how those people.
So now, touching on the environmental aspects and then your projects. Now the project that you are doing for the Peru people, the government also, or organization, in terms of addressing the safety, the geotechnical problem.
Yeah.
Can you give us a brief what you intend doing?
Yeah, sure. So we're working in an area or region that is called Arequipa. So this is a project that is especially focused on small and artisanal mining. So my part of my work is a little bit technical, but trying to solve a social problem, right? So the idea is to create or develop a new classification system for rock mass classification. So for example, if a miner is in this tunnel in an underground mine, how the miner can see if this area of the mine is safe, it is a risk. So for numerical modeling and some simulations, so we can determine that if this is stable, if the rock is good quality, is bad quality. So the idea is to save lives. The idea is to prevent accidents and the worst case fatalities.
Okay.
So that's what we want, and we want that the miner go to the mine and see, okay, this is dangerous, we cannot work here because the rock is not good quality, it has a lot of discontinuities, a lot of fractures or joints, so we cannot, or we need to approach or do something different the way that we are going to extract the mineral here. So when they do the blasting, so they don't support the area.
Yeah, they don't support.
So this is the big problem because that rock is falling on them. So the rock is affecting them, and that's how we are having the fatalities. They don't support, they have to do the blasting, support blasting, and continue the mining methods, but we are trying to save lives and improve it with engineering, with technology, with knowledge and training for those miners.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much, Miss Carolina Navia. Miss Carolina Navia is a mining engineer in Denver, Colorado, here, United States. She is from Colombia and she works in Peru. She's single anyway, so I'll take her to Ghana very soon, and Ghanaians will see her because I may send her to help me with some stuff that I want to do in terms of this small scale mining, and then maybe she will see some of the Ghanaian small scale, miners, interact with them and help me to identify problems. Maybe not this government, maybe another government that will come. So all Ghanaians should rally behind me, and then we see that we all support a government who is ready to listen to the people. Look, we have thousands of people out there, a lot of Ghanaian experts, foreigners, that we can send them to Ghana. It is not a rocket science. It is not difficult. Please, would you go to Ghana?
Yes, I want to go.
Yeah.
I would love to go.
Yeah, listen, she is ready to go to Ghana to help me address these Galamsey problems. But the government says no. All because of greediness, selfishness, and if you see what is happening in Obuasi Asonkore right now, the chief is involved, MC is involved, the MP's name is mentioned, but I'm not clear about that, so I won't stress on that. That should tell you that because of what they are benefiting. And let me tell you, small scale mining, we are talking about millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. I'm telling you, right?
This is a
right?
Great business.
Great business. Money. Money. But because few people want to enjoy and millions of people should suffer, that is why they are blocking any person who wants to send the right procedure there. They block the person. And that's what happened to me. I'm talking right now. People know a lot of my videos. Fighting here and there. We can solve it. But we need a president who has the political will to solve the problem. Not the president who will go to the whole world and talk nicely, like you saw, but they are doing shit in the country. I mean shit in the country. Thank you so much. Oh, no, I can't beat you.
Thank you, Solomon, so much for having me and inviting me here. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I have a good time.
And I believe
Thank you so much.
anytime I invite you, you come around.
Yeah, sure.
And speak to Ghanaians.
Yeah.
And then we go to Ghana.
Yes, for sure.
And have fun. More wine. No, more wine.
It's gone.
Oh, the wine is gone. Oh man, I still have mine. Ghana is a great country. We have cocoa. You saw the cocoa trees, coffee, rice, timber. You know, for the foodstuffs, the land is fertile. Anything that you grow, you get it. We have gold.
So many resources there.
Yeah, we have gold. We have bauxite. I'll talk about bauxite after the gold. We have bauxite. We have diamonds. We have manganese. We have oil and gas. We have lithium. And we have other minerals that we've not explored to identify. They are all there. Wow. Why should Ghana be poor? Ghana is a poor country. We come here every day to get IMF loans. We go to China every day for loans. Why should it happen like that? You have traveled a lot. Recently, your last trip was in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me. You've been in Germany, Spain, a whole lot of countries. This woman has traveled a lot in life. She's just 27 years. Very sweet girl.
Why you have to say my age?
Oh, sorry.
I can never say this.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You know, she's young, but she has life experience because of her job. You know, mining everywhere, traveling everywhere. That's why I brought her here. How many countries have the resources that my country has? Few. But look.
It's exploded for foreigner companies, foreigner people, and they take the money with them.
Away.
And nothing stays.
Nothing stays there. Yeah. One more.
All right.
You see, you are hearing from her. She has identified, and we have grown men. Jesus Christ. Men with gray hair. Gray hair. They think they know everything in the country. They are there, and they are watching the Chinese guys to take our resources away. Then we go there and borrow money from them. And they bonded 100 years. Are we stupid? I mean, are we stupid? Can't we see? Can't we think? Thank you so much.
Thank you.